Welcome Scorpio. So today we are doing your 2025 reading. The first reading is going to be your highlights. Then in part 2 we are going to cover love and relationships, and in part 3 we are going to cover career, money and career, wealth and all, everything related to wealth. Let's see what the highlight for my Scorpios are going to be in the year 20. Oh wow. Oh my god. Look at this. It's you. It's this is very strong, very prominent. Two water signs showing back to back, two major arcana showing back to back. So I do feel like your hidden potential is going to come to surface. So everybody has some potential, everybody has some talent, some skills which actually are rare and unique, just like a fingerprint, right? It's rare and unique to that particular individual. So there are a lot of skills and talent within you which till now, because of maybe the outside environment, because of maybe your upbringing, your school, your workplace, because of the outside, as I said, outside environment, you couldn't actually express that talent, or you couldn't actually work on it, couldn't give it much time. So I do see a lot of hidden potential coming up this year. So maybe this year you're going to indulge into some self-care, some I want to be myself. You know that they say that new year, new me. This is going to be new year, real me time. So quality time, spending time with yourself, like doing something which you always wanted to do but you never found time for it. Like maybe you always wanted to finish your reading list, or you wanted to maybe write a book, or maybe you wanted to travel to some specific countries, solo travel or something like that. You wanted to go on hikes, or you wanted to learn a new skill like baking or something which you always had the calling for it, but you never got a chance to do it because who has time for all that? I'm very busy. So that must be something which you're going to prioritize, even if it is something related to health, because I do see conquering something. So what happens is, like when it comes to me, I always want to conquer this being unfit, being fat. Actually, I am pretty overweight than where I would like to be, and it's always been a challenge. Anybody who wants to lose weight will agree with this, that it's not easy. There are so many problems, but then one time there is something happens in your life and you just get so determined and you just want to, like, this is what that's it, I've done, this is what I was waiting for so far, I'm going to achieve whatever I've set my mind to. So that might be the year you actually overcome something which you considered a challenge till now. So maybe it might be something like getting fitter than you ever were, or it might be like getting over your procrastination. So anybody who has written a book knows this, that you actually keep on delaying writing, and then something snaps, something happen, and you just start writing with like a maniac, like a crazy person, and you end up finishing the book. So that craziness is going to be this year, which is needed to achieve something big, something major. Like even when people want to start a startup or something, start a new business, everyone else will call them crazy. Like the Wright brothers, right? Like when they wanted to actually fly, start build a flying machine, build an aeroplane, everybody else was calling them crazy because nobody had done it till then. So no, everyone will say that this person is crazy, they are gone, they are mad, what are they trying to do? This is impossible. So it's always impossible till someone does it, right? So it was impossible for humans to fly till the Wright brothers actually figured it out. So this is going to be that crazy year for you, where you step into your power, when you unleash something which is hidden from the world. You always wanted to be a drummer, you always wanted to do something which very few people knew, only maybe the close circle of you. You always wanted to start a YouTube channel, you always wanted to do something which you kept on pushing, like one day. That is going to happen now. That one day, that 1 year is going to be this year. I see a very strong year for you, where you step into your power, complete power. This is me and I'm going to bring my best version henceforth. I'm going to be my fittest, I'm going to be the best in everything I do, or I'm going to be the richest, or I'm going to start investing for good. I've always said that I'll invest, I'll maybe invest in stock market, or invest in mutual funds, something like, or buy a property or something. This is the year you're going to do that major thing which was always on the list, always on the back of the mind. It was always a dream. This year is the year where you can make it happen. It's not going to fall in your lap. I'm not saying that you won't, like, I'm not saying that this is the year you'll become an Olympian gold medal or something. Even though they have to, like, put in a lot of efforts. It's natural skill, talent, plus a lot of efforts. So this is going to be the year where you'll be self-motivated, because this is you showing first in the reading. You'll be self-motivated to put those effort. So that is what I'm seeing, and something which was hidden from the world is coming to surface. Let's see what more. Wow, I'm so pumped up by your reading, Scorpio. You're going to have the best year. It's going to be so amazing, because this year is going to feel like you. This is how you always wanted to feel, or always wanted to do. And you know what? Wow. Yeah. All new beginning, fresh start, Ace of Sword, new ideas. Lot of new ideas, lot of new inventions. So you know what my advice to you, Scorpio, will be? That even if you don't succeed in whatever you're trying to achieve, even if you don't reach that target weight, or get that kind of recognition you always wanted, even if the book doesn't take off, even if the music doesn't take off, I would still suggest don't give up on the idea that what if it doesn't take off, or there are many others competing, and don't do that, because you have a kind of crazy energy right now which will actually make you feel so happy. And what will happen is, it's always better to try and fail than to never try and regret for the rest of your life. This is the year to try. This is the year for fresh ideas, new beginning, and getting that clarity. So before achieving anything, like even if you're writing a book, or I'm just trying to say those examples which I can relate to. Obviously, it might be something completely different. Maybe you want to join a space program or something. It might be something completely off, which I'm not talking about. But whatever that crazy idea is, which others will consider crazy, is something which you have a huge potential to achieve this year, or at least step on that road this year. Like, start that journey this year. If it is not easy, if it can't be achieved in a year, at least the journey can start on the right foot this year. And I do see that you need some clarity before doing it. So again, I'll use the example which I can relate to. If you're writing a book, be very clear what it is about, who it is for, what you want to say into it. The outline should be very crisp and clear. You should be very sure what you're going to put into that book, how you feel about that book. So the clarity is what will be needed. So the first few months of even the half year of 2025, you need to focus on being clear. So I was listening to someone who's a fitness trainer, and that person said that, people are very obsessed about picking higher weights, more weights, heavier weights, and before even they are correct in their form, they want to just move to the higher weights. They just want to pick up more weights. That's not the right way. He said that everybody should spend at least 2 weeks learning the right form. So your first half of the year will be learning the right form, learning what exactly you want to do, the planning will take some long time. But you know what? If this plan is concrete, if you're very clear, if it's crystal clear, if there is this like very concrete plan for you for this journey, the journey will be easier. So you know the saying, right? You either plan to succeed, or if you don't plan, right, you fail, obviously. So the planning happens very strongly in the first part, or at least that's the advice from the spirit guides. Let's see what more. I'm getting more about now I'm getting something about love as well. I was getting more about, your achievements, career. I'm so sorry. Achievements, career, wealth, more messages about that. But now I'm getting something about love also. So there's going to be a lot of interest in you specifically. So you people, when you start showing these skills, talent, when you're very busy doing your own work, when you're focused on your craft, on your skills, you will start seeing people showing a lot of interest in you. They want to know you, they want to have a relationship with you, they are interested, they are just, it's like you're busy in your own life, but that glow, it's attracting a lot of people, suitors for you. So you're being called to take it slow, take your time, don't hurry, don't actually get swayed by the interest which is coming towards you, because not everybody is going to be good for you. Some people are just interested because you're making some moves, you're coming into a limelight, the success is what they are attracted to, and you don't want those kind of people in your life who are attracted by success. You want someone who will be there with you no matter what. So take your time, find a more balanced approach, and there is both these cards are telling me patience. So this year might not be the year when you actually choose a partner or be with someone, but this year is the year where you're going to level up so much that you won't even want to settle for someone who's just there to take advantage of your achievements. So you will actually level up and be patient and wait for the right person or the right opportunity to come in your life. So that is what you're going to do. You definitely are going to we have this beautiful, very loving, very caring Queen of Cups in your reading. So yes, there is going to be love. I'm not saying that you will not have love, or you will only have these kind of people who just want to take advantage of you. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you will find that person, but it will take you a while to actually realize who's who, right? So be very patient with everybody who's coming towards you, approaching you. So out of these maybe 7 options, one will be the true one for you, and you will have no idea which one is the true one. So that is what will take some time. So this is my suggestion, that be with these people with an open mind, that I'm going to try to find out who's actually there with me, or who's the ride and die kind of a person who will always be there for me, and not someone who's just fascinated by the shiny success I have. So that's going to be something which will need you to be more aware of how people are. And Scorpios are pretty blunt, right? They are pretty blunt, pretty bold. So yeah, don't actually break someone's heart, or don't be very blunt, or don't be very unforgiving with people. Just see if this person and you can be together. If not, then gently let them away. Gently say be away from them, or take a step back. That is what I would suggest. But there is definitely one person in this chaos, in this confusion, one person who's going to stand out. One person who is busy building their own life. So the Queen of Cups over here is full of love and all, everything, but her cup is the prettiest. Her cup is the best cup in the deck. She has worked very hard on her cup. So the person you will end up with will also have a skill or talent or a career or a business or some life which will not need your shine, your success, has an individual separate life. So that's one very important way you can distinguish this person. So not someone who's just looking at you as, hey, your success, your talent, it's so much fun. How people are so fascinated, so attracted towards celebrities, that they want to, marry that celebrity and all. But when you ask them that, okay, fine, even if after you end up marrying this celebrity, what is your life? What do you bring to the table? What is your contribution? Are you just going to be that person's spouse, or you have your own life, you have your own individuality, you have your own name, something of your own to show as well. So look for that. Look for someone who's also as obsessed as you about their own success, and that's your person, so that you can be a power couple, not a successful person and just a trophy. I hope I'm making sense. You have these very strong major arcanas, which is talking about patience, which is talking about not holding back your hidden talent and all, which is talking about being more you and being more gentle when it comes to dealing with people you don't want to be with. And this was what I have in your highlights. I'm going to do your love in the second part, and I'm going to do your wealth in the third part. So this is what I have for you, Scorpio. I'll see you in my next one. Alright, Scorpio, so this is the part 2 of your 2025 reading, where we are going to focus on love. So your highlights was pretty interesting. It was where you step into your true power, and please do check out your highlights. So in your highlights, when we saw the love part, we see it more in the second half of the year. And in the second half of the year, you will be actually attracting a lot of suitors, lot of interest from whoever you're interested in. So you're going to attract that a lot. There are going to be a lot of options, maybe because people will know about you, the success you're going to achieve in the first half or something like that, or some or the other way. You're going to see what happens is, many times when we actually work on our skills, on our craft, that time our soul is really happy, it's enjoying, it's having its playtime, right? That's what the soul's purpose was. That is what they wanted to do when they took birth as a human. So you're going to look your best, you're going to feel your best, you're going to have this crazy confidence which only comes from a very happy, satisfied soul. So you are not going to feel desperate, or you're not going to feel like I need you to fulfill me. You will feel fulfilled on your own, and that is going to be very attractive to everyone else. So they are going to be just coming towards you. A lot of option is going to be there when it comes to a romantic relationship. Now, out of these options, there's going to be only one person who's actually going to be your true match. Someone who has the similar kind of glow within them. They are also working on their craft, their skill, their talent. They also have an individual life. They also have some kind of success. They also have some kind of talent they're very proud of. And they don't need your shine. They don't need your success. They don't need to use you to make them feel better. They have that own soul satisfaction. So your challenge will be to actually find that person out of the crowd which is coming towards you. And your guidance was that don't go all Scorpio mode on the people you're not interested in. If you find out that others are just interested in your success, in your shine, don't push them away harshly. Don't be very blunt with them. Be very gently, just let them know that you are more focused on your career, on your life or something like that, and you don't see a future together. Gently just tell them and let them move away, and wait for that true person who is your equal match, so that you can be a power couple. So your patience will be tested a bit in this year, but don't worry, you know this now. You got this information beforehand, so you can actually work on this. And if you stay patient and if you stay true to yourself, I do see getting someone very romantic. Maybe another water sign like a Pisces, or it can also be a Sagittarius, because we have the Temperance. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio or Sagittarius. That is what you can look forward to. These are just, the signs are not that important. The signs are just an additional information. Let's go ahead and see what the oracle cards have to say about this. Any oracle suggestion? Okay, look inside yourself. Yes, you're going to be true to your own skills, your own talent, your own nature, or true Scorpio this year. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Oh yeah, This year is going, you're going to connect with your inner light, with your inner self, and that happens when you actually start working on the skills, on the talents, on the craft you have. So there is this saying which I completely believe in or agree with, is that your skills, your talents are like a gift from the universe, from God, from divine, and what you do with it is like the written gift, what you do with it. So you might have skills and talent for writing, or maybe reading, or whatever it is, something like reading tarot or anything it is, right? You have some skill, cooking, baking, anything it can be. You have some skills and talent. What you do with it is important. How you use those skills. Everybody is born with some kind of skills, but because of the world, how economics and world and money and all, it just destroyed that artistic side from many people. We can't afford to be artistic. It doesn't not everyone can make money through those talent and all. It's very hard, but still, because of these kind of, channels or streams we have, like YouTube or Instagram, where we can actually, as a side hustle, indulge in what we love. So this year you're going to do that. You're going to indulge in what you love, and that is going to make your inner light shine. So why does that happen? When we actually start taking care of self, like going for walks, or getting fitter, or meditating, or working on a craft, on our skills, why does that inner light start shining? It's because our soul is happy. When we are not being a robot or a mechanic, or machine, sorry, not mechanic, a machine, what happens is, a soul actually craves that art, craves that, going and connecting with the nature, craves taking care of ourselves, craves doing what our ancestors did or what our elders did. It craves that. And because of our very strict schedules, we don't get time to do that. So once you start indulging in those things, your soul is going to shine very bright, your inner light is going to shine very bright, and you're going to feel a beautiful connection with that inner self, with that soul, with that higher power. And that's going to bring a very healthy glow on you, which will attract a lot of people towards you. You turn into this beautiful magnet where everyone finds so attractive. They don't understand why this person looks so good suddenly, why this person feels so good, why they want to be close to this person now. They don't understand that, because they are also craving that inner glow, that inner guidance. So that is what I see for you. Look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. So that's your first message from the oracles. Let's see what else. Okay. My beloved, we'll take this one. Though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. So this person and you're going to be equals. You're going to be like made for each other. Power couple, twin flames, whatever, or soulmates, what they call it, anything you want. But yes, you'll bring the best out of each other. You're like two hearts beating as one. This person and you are not together physically, but it's going to happen. This person is going to enter your life, and it's like you'll have to pick them out of a crowd, but it's going to happen. You can connect with them before they enter your life by, having a chat with this person in your mind, like discussing with them in your mind, like saying that I would discuss this with my person. I would love to show this to my person, the craft I'm working on. I would love to show that to my person. Let's see what the romance angels have to say. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. So yeah, every steps you'll take this year, which are like guided steps, right, which your intuition is pushing you to do, it is going to take you closer towards your soulmate, towards that great love of your life. So any action which your soul is guiding you. And how can you listen to your soul? How do you understand its language? It's by sitting in peace and quiet once in a while, once in a day. If you can do it first thing in the morning, best. So you don't even have to sit for it. Do this. When you wake up in the morning and before you actually get out of the bed, just lie there for 5 minutes. You can snooze your alarm clock or have a timer at your bedside so that you don't fall asleep again, and visualize your dream life. Visualize maybe walking with this person on a beach, holding hands. Visualize having a beautiful life. Visualize you celebrating your success and this person is by your side. So something like this. Visualize your dream life and you have this dream success, dream life, and this person is by your side. You can even do this before falling asleep. So you don't need to put any timer and anything at that time. Just keep visualizing this. Keep seeing a small scene on repeat constantly, and you'll fall asleep on your own, and this desire will come true. This is Neville Goddard's technique and it works 100%. So we also have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmation and visualizations help bring you together. We just did a visualization exercise right now. So any prayer you do, any affirmation you do, anything you do to call in this beloved, call in this soulmate, it's going to work for sure. This year is the year when you become your true self. When you get that success finally, when you feel your fittest, when you feel your best, when you feel that I'm the best version of myself so far. I can obviously get better, but till now I'm very happy. With me, I'm very happy. Being satisfied on your own, being whole on your own is what is going to make this year stand out for you. This is what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Check out part 3 for your wealth information in 2025. Thank you again for being here. I'll see you in my next one. Welcome, Scorpio, to part 3 of your reading. So in this reading, we are going to check your wealth, money. So you had very powerful part 1, which was the highlight, which are these cards. Then we did part 2, which was love and relationship. And now we are doing part 3, which is your wealth. So in your wealth, we can clearly see that you're going to start something which comes from within, which was hidden so far. It wasn't like you didn't work on it, or people don't know about this skill and talent in you, or you always wanted to try this new thing but you never got a chance. So till now this was not in public, this was not everyone was aware about it, and this year you decide to finally step into your true self, step into that mode where you can achieve this dream. And you are going to spend the first half of the year planning for this. So planning or learning, so practicing all that before you actually like start doing it full time or something like that. So the initial first 6 months are going to be like the training mode for you. So any business, it takes time to actually take off. So the runway, you know how the plane, they are going to first take up speed on the runway. So that runway time, or that time where you have to actually train before you launch a new thing, I do feel that the 6 months is going to be all about planning and training and all that. So that is what I see. But I do see you doing something where your natural skill, talents are going to be the highlight, where they are going to be showcased in front of everyone, which was not done till now. And if you are already doing that, then maybe this reading shows the next part of that career stage, where you are actually getting the recognition now, or getting that success now. So let's see what the oracle cards have to say about this wealth in 2025. Scorpio wealth in 2025. Okay, so we have loved one in heaven. Thank you, loved one in heaven, for drawing close at this time. So you have someone looking over on you. So it can be a loved one you actually know this person, you were there, like when they were here on the earth, you actually spent some time with them, you had some interactions with them. Or this can be someone you never met way back in your ancestors. Take it as it resonates. Or it can be, if you don't feel it's someone from your ancestors line, it can be an angel also, an angel or spirit guide also, who looks over you. So many times, now this is actually very common, but people don't think about it in this way, or don't actually realize if when this happens. Many times your intuition gives you the signals about things which are going to happen. So many times when you are maybe traveling, you get those intuition that, hey, hurry, or hey, don't forget your bag, or did you check that, or did you forget that. So that intuition, that inner voice, so many times it is your own inner guidance. But sometimes when you are actually saved, when you actually feel, oh, thank God, thank you, I was saved in this situation, thank God I did not get stuck here, thank God I was not there, thank God I missed my bus and that's why I was late, and it didn't affect me. So that kind of feeling like, okay, you were somehow protected from something which would have gone bad. That is actually a spirit guide or an angel or a higher being, ancestral spirit guide looking over you, a protective one. So you might feel sometimes annoyed that, why did I miss this, why did I get late, why did not wake up on time. So sometimes those things annoy us, but actually many times those are put in your path to protect you from something which might actually harm you, which would have harmed you if you were there on time, if that hurdle wouldn't have come. That hurdle actually is a protection. And I do feel like you might have experienced this, because Scorpio is a very spiritual sign. So I do feel like you have this very deep spiritual protector with you. You must have experienced this somehow, like even when you're going for exam, getting that sense when you're reading or when you're studying, that this might be important, that might be important. So some people think that they have sharp intuition, but it is many times your spirit guides or your ancestral spirit guides guiding you through your inner voice. Okay, so this is one thing. Now let's see what more messages are coming for you from loved one in heaven. So I do feel your loved one in heaven is going to be very active when you start working on that craft, on that skills, and is going to give you very clear messages through intuition again. Can be through someone else also. So we have this study and learning. So yes, I do feel like your first half of the year is going to be spent into studying. So maybe this is a new thing you're learning, maybe something related to AI. I'm just saying that on top of my mind, but it can be anything else also. So there, it needs some study. Even if you are very knowledgeable about it, some knowledge, some extra proper degree or proper certification or a proper course is not going to hurt. Actually, it's going to be helpful. You might find out something which you were not aware of. So the first 6 months is definitely going to be in studying and learning, and this is a confirmation. Thank you, angels, for allowing me to see that every day is a learning day. And yes, whenever you're starting something, even if you're gifted in that field, like very talented, gifted in that field, practice is really important. I remember watching an Ed Sheeran interview where he played his very old, when he was a child, when he was a teenager, audio clip where he was singing in that audio clip, and it did not sound anything like today's Ed Sheeran. And he said that, yes, I was not this like good in singing at that time, but what made me this good is because I kept on practicing. So many people, they have this natural talent or gift, because Scorpios actually are a sign which has that. They're very intense. They have this deep desire to be bigger, do bigger, or yeah, they're very deep actually when it comes to some kind of skill or talent. it comes very naturally to them. It's a very old, so these people are very old souls also. So Scorpio, it's a very spiritual sign because most of the Scorpios are old souls. So this is not their first rodeo, this is not their first time on earth. They have been here before, they have learned a lot of skills, they have a lot of history, lot of they come with a lot of baggage also, and that is why they have a little bit darkness also in them. But this all actually manifests or comes out as something very rare and beautiful, which others cannot compete with. And you do have the natural skill and talent, but with learning, with practice, with study, it's going to become better. And I do feel like the first 6 months you should spend in sharpening those skills, and you will see how amazing the next 6 months go, because it's going to just flow. It's going to be free flow. It's going to be like very easy for you once you get this training done. Okay, let's see what more. We are going to ask now the fairies also for some career guidance. We just got career guidance from angels, and now let's go to fairies. I love when the oracle cards and the tarot cards, they go together perfectly. Inspiration, yes, something which always inspired you, something which always motivated you, and this inspiration can come from a spirit guide as well, from an ancestral spirit guide or a spirit guide, some angel, someone who looks over you. Be prepared, as you'll receive a visit from the fairy of inspiration come dusk or dawn. She can call you at any time. So inspiration is actually that very strong urge to do something. Even if you don't feel like you'll be successful, even if all the odds are against you, even if you feel that no, it's not good for me, that inspiration doesn't let you sit quiet. It wants you to be successful. It wants you to take a chance. It wants you to go ahead. And that is what I feel is going to happen. And it will be very pushy, because your ancestral spirit guide or your spirit guides are going to send you this inspiration. So it's going to come up again and again, no matter how many times you ignore, it's going to keep coming up. And I would suggest, why ignore? It happened with me when I was starting tarot. I was very doubtful about this thing, becoming successful. So I was not actually doing the reading. I had all the tools, I had my cards, I had that intuition, I knew how I can read. I was reading for some friends and relatives and whoever would come across, but I didn't thought that it can be big for strangers. It can be, if I can go and read for people I don't even know or read online. It was quite scary for me at that time. But my intuition didn't let me rest. Even at night, I would be so disturbed because of this. My spirit guides were so annoying at that time that I had to say that, okay, fine, I give up. I'll give this tarot thing a try. And I did, and I'm so grateful I did. The only thing which bothers me, that I wasted a lot of time before I actually started. And then in between also, after starting also, because life happens sometime. Not everything is in your hands, right? Sometimes things just need a little more time than you can give, and that happens with everyone. That is why many people have to take career gaps, many people have to switch careers, because things change. But I would say that don't ignore your intuition, go with it, because you're going to do amazing over here. And go outside. It's time to go outside. Tune in to the powerful piece of nature wherever you are, and feel at one with your habitat. So I do feel like if you are outside more, you'll get that inspiration more. Like if you go for walks, or if you sit out and meditate, or if you sit in your balcony or on the terrace or in a garden somewhere, this inspiration will come more to you. I do have this personal experience that when you're below the sky itself, not under some roof, below the sky, somehow the universe and you can connect better. So when I was doing all the study, law of attraction and all that, everything, so Louise Hay is someone I love to listen to her videos, her lectures and all. So she talks about, standing below the sky and spreading your arms open wide and saying that, declaring to the universe that I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to be your agent. I'm ready to work. I'm ready for this. I'm just ready to receive. And that is such a powerful way to connect with the universe, or to show that yes, I'm ready. Just send me all the good things which are there for me. Just send it to me. I'm ready. I'm here. I'll catch them. I'm there. I'm ready, and I want to be successful. So this is what you can do also. Be under the sky whenever, in early in the morning, at night, whenever, and connect more with this magical power, which will bring this talent or the skill in a better way out of you. So this is what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please check out part 1 and part 2 as well for your highlights and love messages. Thank you again for being here. I'll see you in my next one.